All right, what's up, guys? So basically got a break in between the rain. It hasn't rained much here today, but it rained this morning, and they're talking about rain tonight and rain through tomorrow. And, rain tomorrow, rain the next day. Hello, it's rain. But anyway, I went ahead and I'm gonna need a light because it is dark in here. I went ahead and made a amp mount. You can see just a black piece of 1/2 inch plywood here that was free. I just made an amp mount here, and I drilled into the seat frames here, and I had a bolt because I didn't have the right size to make threads, so I just used like a bolt. It's a bolt out of like an older truck where the end's kind of rounded, but the threads go all the way down. So I just kind of twisted it in there and made threads with that, and I was able to thread and bolt this piece of wood down. You see, 4 points there. I mean, it's secure. It's in here. It's not going anywhere. And I mean, that's it. It's mounted in here. I was able to clean this amp up some, and man, it shines now. But the wires, I just kind of have them ran, here on the side and stuff. I haven't finished it yet. I'm gonna get some wire loom and kind of loom. It starts over there, kind of loom it to about this midway point right here, and then bend it this way, and then run a little tiny loom here, I guess to about right here for this remote wire, and then probably use zip ties just here and here, since I've already mounted this thing in and I've already vacuumed and I don't want to drill any more holes. But yeah, just a real simple amp rack, nothing fancy. You all know I don't do anything fancy here. It works, it's securely mounted, it's not going anywhere. And the best thing about it, this piece of wood was free that I cut out. I've got a bunch more of that wood. That's what I was using for that storage building. So if I ever get a 2500, or probably not a 3500, a 2500, if it don't fit, I could just cut another piece of free wood, make another one, and then toss this one on the burn pile. But anyway, it's dark back there. Speaker's still back there. It's still hooked up temporarily until I build a box. But this part is about 90% done. I got the amp mounted on an amp rack. I just need to get some wire loom, some black wire loom, and make this a little nicer and zip tie everything up so everything under here is, stationary and secured. Because you always want to have your amp mounted, securely mounted, even if it's with zip ties, just where it won't float around and arc out. I can't stand seeing vehicles like trunk areas where the amp is loosely in the trunk, just sliding around. I mean, what if you get in a low-speed fender bender or something, and that amp goes flying, and it comes off your power wire, and your power wire arcs out, and if you don't have it fused properly, sets the back of your car on fire, and your car gets burnt down because of a simple mistake. It's like, man, I like to have all this stuff secure. And of course, I used what I had. So the wrong end of the amp is sticking out right there. Normally you'd want the other end of the amp sticking out where you can adjust it. Have the settings right there on that end, but that's all the 1/0 wire that I had. I actually cut it a little bit shorter and moved the amp to this side. But in theory, you only need to adjust your amp one time. If you're running the same driver, the same amplifier, it's really just set the amp and forget it. You don't need to be back there, fucking with it all the time, especially if you have a bass knob. Just set it and leave it alone. So it's no big deal that the adjusting end is on the inside. That don't bother me at all. But I have, I don't know, maybe a 8 or 9 foot run of 1/0 from the battery up here to the amp, and then barely a 1 foot run of 1/0 from the frame to that amp. That should be more than enough to push this amp. That 1/0 welding cable is pretty stout. I mean, I would like to see a comparison of 1/0 welding cable compared to your leading 1/0 audio cable. I mean, I'm sure they would perform the same, but I think that 1/0 welding cable would be less likely to burn up. You know, I've seen that welding cable. I used to be a pipeliner. I've seen that welding cable. You know, it holds up pretty good to some pretty high amperage rates. So I have a 250 amp fuse under the hood, but that's no big deal because it's only one battery under there and a stockish alternator that's a 140 amp, you know, the stock for the Escalades and stuff. So I mean, that's not enough to push that amp to its potential. But like I said, in the future, maybe I can get the kit over there to install a second battery, and maybe get a 1 step up from stock high output alternator or something. But yeah, same thing still all together in here. I mean, the radio sounds really amazing with these Type S speakers. I can't wait to build the box. It's probably going to be about a 5 cubic foot box. And I'm either going to go with, I'm either going to go with a slot port or a square port. I don't know yet. Let's see. I guess that's about it. I need to keep this video short because it's a whole bunch of nothing. Just an update. Back here, I'm about to start scrapping some stuff. Got just a bunch of junk back here to get rid of. Some metal there, aluminum. Just mainly cleaning the property up. Trying to clean all this stuff up. Just some old stuff that came out of our camper. Some drop springs for a Tahoe Suburban that are probably going to get scrapped because people keep acting stupid on Marketplace, asking what they fit when I clearly have it labeled what they fit. 01 through 06 Tahoe Suburban Yukon. I keep getting messages, oh, will these fit the front of an 88 through 98? No. So I'm just going to scrap them. I'm tired of dealing with people. Pretty much 90% of the messages I get on Marketplace are, is this available? You know, the generic message, you could just press a button to send. And I'll say yes, and then I'll never hear anything back. It's like, why did you message me anyway? Did you just push the button by accident? So from now on, when someone sends me a generic message, I generally just say, I don't know. So that prompts them to send another message to ask, you know, how do you not know? Are you selling something? I don't know. I just kind of like to start fucking with people because people are so goddamn stupid. Or at least the people that message me are goddamn stupid. Whole bunch of aluminum here. And I pulled the rear AC, deleted the rear AC. Just a handful of stuff here I need to get going. But anyway, that's about it for now. This video has gone on long enough. I'm trying to make it to 10 minutes. Oh man. You know, I'd like to get some of these seats recovered. You know, like the kits you can buy to replace the rear, like the lower, it's like the lower leather plus foam, or just the leather itself. You could just peel off and reattach. But hell, all these seats are equally worn, and I don't want to replace all these seats. But yeah, that amp is in there. I mean, it ain't going anywhere. That's like shaking the whole truck right there. I mean, I could turn it on and see if the amp still works, but I'm sure it does. And that's the other thing. I'm running black welding wire right here. I mean, you can barely see it. But make sure you put some tape on this stuff or heat shrink that's the right color. Like this one has red, and I just put black on this one for the hell of it. But, you know, this is both black welding wire. You want to mark one so you know which one's positive. Because you damn sure don't want to hook those up backwards on an amp. I've done that maybe once in my lifetime. And luckily it was on a Kicker ZX 1500 and it didn't mess it up. But, you know, I quickly realized when I attached it and it sparked real bright and I was like, oh shit, because I noticed the colors. I don't know what I was doing or why I messed that up, but anyway, nothing going on. But all right, guys, I'll holler at you guys later whenever I have some actual content that I can put out, stuff I'm doing. I'll try to get videos of me building the box. I'm not good with camp filming and building while filming. That's not my style. I don't know. Like I said, YouTube is not my job. I just post videos on here just to post. But anyway, you guys have a great day or night. Stay safe, be safe. Peace out.